Estamos para el canal TV online del Instituto Colombiano de Derecho Tributario con el profesor Kees Van Raad. Professor, thank you and welcome. El profesor Kees Van Raad es catedrático de Derecho Tributario Internacional de la Universidad de Leiden, Países Bajos, fundador y presidente del Centro Tributario Internacional y director del programa de maestría avanzada en Derecho Tributario Internacional de la misma universidad. Es consultor del OISMLUF, juez adjunto en la Sala Fiscal de la Corte de Apelación en los Países Bajos, expresidente del Consejo de Administración de la Asociación Europea de Profesores de Derecho Tributario y profesor invitado en diferentes universidades alrededor del mundo. Professor, thank you for being today with us, and we would like some comments from you regarding the following topic. As you know, Colombia has started very recently negotiating and entering into different tax treaties with developed countries mainly. What is your opinion regarding the benefits that a developing country as Colombia may obtain from signing these kind of tax treaties with developed countries?
Well, that's an interesting and not so easy to answer question, I think, because the normal level of taxation in a country like Colombia with ordinary corporate income tax rates and withholding tax rates may not be that attractive for foreign companies to invest here, because if they will be investing and, for example, receiving part of the profits made here in the form of dividends being paid to their company back home, and such dividends are going to be subject to a withholding tax rate of, let's say, 30%. Well, that may be an effective deterrent for a foreign company in the perspective of a treaty country to make a particular investment here, because the tax is so high that it will easily create double tax with the tax situation back home. So, an important function of a treaty is to attract foreign investment by making the tax thresholds much lower. So typically, a country like Colombia, which has pretty high withholding tax rates, if Colombia under a treaty is willing to reduce these rates, foreign companies are less likely to find Colombia too expensive to operate in, and they may consider starting to invest or expanding existing investments. So an important thing a treaty will bring is a reduction of the tax in the source country, Colombia, which will result in a high amount of foreign investment. Of course, the reduced withholding tax rate means less revenue for Colombia. So that's the price Colombia is going to pay. And Colombia is going to figure out, before it starts negotiating a treaty with the other country, whether the loss of revenue will be outweighed, the other way around, by an increase of foreign investment in Colombia that perhaps will produce much more outgoing dividend payments that, although taxed at a lower rate, will perhaps even produce more dividend withholding tax than the original tax that was imposed at a 30+% rate, but over a much smaller amount of dividends. So, short answer is, a treaty may provide a strong incentive to foreign companies to invest in a particular developing country. On the other hand, the developing country will lose revenue, and it has to wait and see whether that reduced revenue is being compensated by a large amount of foreign investment, producing more income to tax here.
Thank you very much, Professor Kees.
My pleasure.